No, you don't. Just stand there.
I love the smell. I like the smell of salt. Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Who would like to go next?
I would.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
Hi, Bonnie.
My name is Jessica.
Okay, Jessica, what do you like the smell of?
Candles.
So do I.
What's your favorite movie? Okay, this is not your class, okay? You have to listen.
So we're going to focus on what our favorite smells are, because when you make soaps, you get to smell them, even though you get to clean them. Go ahead, sweetie.
Go ahead. My name is?
My name's Lexy.
Say it again.
What's your
Lexy.
Hi, Lexy. What's your favorite smell?
White tea.
They're talking about all our candle scents, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I love candles. I have an assortment to the point it's flowing over to being under my bed. Who would like to go next?
Maybe can we give Lexy and Jessica 2 seconds to say why they like candles so much?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead, Lexy. Go ahead, Jessica.
Why do you like
Tell
candles?
them why you like candles so much.
Because I like the vanilla.
But why do you like the candles so much?
Because I work at sensibility.
You work at Sensibility. You own the company.
What's your favorite thing, John?
Nice.
No, and what are you?
Okay.
My vice president.
I am an office school nurse.
Okay. Whit, you want to call on somebody to go next?
Yes, Thomas, would you like to go next?
Oh, sure.
Go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Thomas, and this is my first time making a soap class, and I'm happy to be here, everyone.
Hey, we're happy to have you, Thomas.
Very happy to have you. What smell do you like, Thomas?
The lavender is
Ooh,
a
perfect.
beautiful scent of aroma.
Isn't it? Yes. All right, let's see who's next. We're not at school, so Mary.
What do you like to drink?
Okay, Michaela's going to go for me, so go ahead, Michaela.
My name is Michaela, and I like the smell of mint.
Nice to meet you, Michaela.
Nice. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Michaela.
Go ahead, Brianna and Angela.
My name is Brienne, and I love the smell of pumpkins. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Angela Fisher. I'm president of Unicorn Children's Foundation, and I certainly appreciate everyone being here for the soap class with Miss Whitney. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I love the smell of chocolate.
Oh, my favorite.
Thomas already said lavender, and somebody else said another scent that I like, so I figured, why not? We'll say chocolate. Hi, Lexy.
Hi, Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right, next, Carrie.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I love the smell of coffee in the morning.
Oh, my
And
favorite.
this is my mom, Suzanne. What's your favorite smell? Well, I love the smell of pumpkin pie, but I also love the smell of evergreen in winter. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. I'm already ready for Christmas. Yes. I miss that. When I was in Canada, I smelled all those trees. I'm from up there. We're from up there, so I miss that. Very good. Very good. Very good, eh?
Next, Maxine.
Hi everyone, my name is Maxine, and I am a friend of Miss Whitney's. And nice to meet you too. I love all those smells. I was going to say lavender first, then I was going to say peppermint, but I really love wild orange. And this is my daughter here. Well, she's going to
What's your favorite smell so far?
Plaza, and they want to know your favorite smell.
My favorite smell is peppermint.
good. All right, and let's yours.
It's lavender.
Okay, let's see. We have. Sorry, I had to scroll over. I know. Me too. Elisa. Yes, Elisa. Yeah. Hi, my name's Elisa, and I love the smell of fall. You know, like everything that has to do with fall. All right. And let's see, Jillian and Sebastian. Go ahead. You want Sebastian first?
I like the smell of chocolate. And I like dance.
You like dance? Yes.
And my name is Jillian, and I like the smell of burning rubber.
Oh. Sensibility candles. That is cool. Very cool. This is the sage citrus, which I like. Oh, cool. It's a nice scent. So Billy's going to have their holiday scents out, right, Bonnie?
They are being made as we speak. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
And then the last name I see is Gabby. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. Hi, Gabby. Oh, sorry. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Gabby. What about Leah? Leah went first. Oh, she went first. Okay, fine. Gabby or Aubrey, you want to share your favorite smell? Oh.
Chocolate.
I had to click over one more time. Sorry, Aubrey. No, you're good. I agree with Elise. I smell pumpkins and apples.
Mine Lexy. Yeah.
Your favorite smell, Mommy?
All the fall smells. Sounds good.
I know it. What's the silver bun? It's for the...
All right, I think everybody shared.
Right?
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you everyone for sharing. So we're going to go on to our next part. We just did introduction, so we are actually going to go over the class rules. So first, I'm excited to have you in class. All of you joined the group on time, and just a friendly reminder, if you do get disconnected, don't worry, just log right back in, okay? So that any point you get disconnected, it's okay. Just come right back in, and you'll pick up right where you left off.
Okay.
Also, we can see you. So, three things. One I actually forgot. Preferably if you could have your camera on so that we can see you, that would be great. Wearing appropriate clothing. I'm a teacher, so I have to say this a lot of times to my students. So it's just, make sure you have your shirt on, because sometimes my students forget to put their shirt on and come to class virtually with no shirt. I know it sounds funny, but it's happened to me a time or two. And make sure you have good body posture. So just make sure you're sitting up straight. Try not to slouch. I don't want anybody to have a backache after they're done, because by the time you're done, I want you to be able to move freely and feel good about yourself and just feel good. And also, when the dance break comes, I need you to be comfortable to move. All right, let's see. And I want to be able to hear each of you. So, for the time being, if you could all make sure that you're on mute and ensure that you're listening to me at all times. So I'm going to give you instructions, and if at any time that you can't hear me or something, if your camera's on, I'll be able to see you. So if you raise your hand in the screen, I'll actually be able to see when you do it. And if for some reason I don't see you, just unmute briefly and say my name. So if I could have one person demonstrate, let's see. If I could have... Oh, Michaela, let's pretend I could. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. And let's say I didn't see you raising your hand, and you really needed my attention. What might you do?
Unmute your microphone.
And then say, what's my name?
Miss Johnson.
That's cool too. But it's after school, so you actually get to call me by my first name. I know it's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, what are you saying? It's Whitney.
Whitney.
So just in case you don't, it's alright. So just in case you did need to get my attention, you can unmute and remember that my name is Whitney. Alright, so now we've gone over our class rules and for a mini game of Have You Ever? So this is how you play. If your answer to the question is yes, you're going to stand up. So if the answer is yes, you stand up. And if the answer is no, you just make sure you have a seat. Okay? Thank you. I saw the demonstration. I did too. Thank you. So if you're already standing, hands up. Thank you. I was about to say that. So if you're already standing and your answer is yes, your hands would go up. And if your answer is no, your hands are down. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go for the first question. So the first question, have you ever had a pet?
Hands up. Both of you.
Ooh. Whoa.
Hands up.
Okay. See a lot of people standing.
Okay. Hands up.
Is that everybody? That's cool. I think everybody. Oh, no. Yes. Cool. Wow. No, not everybody. Just kidding. Okay, almost everybody had a pet. Go ahead. Have a seat. We're going to start with the next one. Okay, next one. Have you ever been to Universal Studios?
Have you been to Universal?
Yeah, I do.
Like my favorite theme park. If I could live there, I would.
Just like this.
Awesome! Alright, have a seat. We got one more. And this one, have you ever been on an airplane? Some of you, some people raising their phone. Alright, awesome! That was great, thank you! Okay, so now's the fun part because we're like this much closer to making soap. So this is the part where we gather our supplies. Sorry, I get really excited about this part. Alright, so gathering your supplies, you'll need, if you already have a kit, so make sure you grab your kit. Part of your kit will be a melt and pour base. So a melt and pour base. Thank you. So mine's actually a mini melt and pour base. I have like a little piece because I get big blocks, so I had to cut mine. So if you can see, so once you get your melt and pour base, you can actually show it to me. That way I can see you got it. Alright. For people with minis. I see it. Perfect.
Good job, Leah. Nice job.
Yes, perfect, Leah. Brienne Thomas, I see you have yours. Great. Maxine, awesome. Elisa, great. Jillian Sebastian, awesome.
Question.
Yes.
I haven't done this before. This just came in the mail from Amazon, so I haven't get a chance to even look at it. Am I just breaking off, like, I have no idea how much to use?
Oh, as we're going through it, I'm going to walk you through how much to use. Part of the thing is each of you has different size kits. So I won't be able to tell you exactly how much to use. So the choice kind of becomes if you want to cut all of it up and do it all at once, or if you just want to do a portion out. So for me, I'm going to probably do
She wants this ball.
okay, so if you want to do all of it, it's the same steps. If you're doing a portion, then you just cut like about half or a fourth.
Pouring picture. Do we have a pouring picture? We don't.
Yay!
Okay.
So a pouring picture is like, so in the picture right here, this measuring cup, that's what it's called, a pouring picture. So something like that, a measuring cup you can use.
Hold this up.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be super big. Your favorite fragrance, within your kit, what you would have is either an oil, it could be scented, or it might be an essential oil.
Put it down. Put it down.
Your soap molds, so if you have your favorite fragrance,
Yeah.
that. Soap molds, perfect. I see people holding up their soap molds, awesome. Great, so there's different ones. Some of you might have ones that are individual. Some of you might have like huge trays. Mine looks like, my big tray looks like many people. Just have a combo.
A mixing utensil, I like to use a mini spatula.
Hold up the spatula.
Steve.
Not gonna
Mini
lose your pen.
spatula, she said.
Don't
You don't
lose
need
it.
any spatula, mine is just mini. But a spatula is fine.
She has 2 measuring cups. You only have this
Mom,
little
stand
teeny
up behind Lexi.
If you don't have a measuring cup like this one, what's another alternative? Like if you have a bowl, it has to be something that can go into the microwave.
It's small though. It's only 2 cups.
Me too.
It's okay if it's 2 cups, that's fine.
Me too.
Because then what will happen is when you're cutting your soap, you would just do a smaller portion. That's all.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
And then you're going to need a cutting board and a knife,
A knife.
as well as easy access to your microwave. And as I look at all your backgrounds, yeah, that's it. Perfect. That's a cutter, like an official soap cutter. Great. So if you have your cutting board and your knife, so you can use a regular kitchen knife. You can have a cutter. I have my wavy cutter. That's what I'm used to. Or I also still have like a regular butter knife. So either way is good. And actually, if you do have a regular butter knife, should be fine. We'll go with that.
Does this count? Cutter, scrapper,
Yes, it
thing?
does. It does count. It's perfect.
Alright, that's good.
Right. Yeah, it's perfect. So if, as you're getting your supplies out, if you have a kit that you ordered, make sure you take your base out of the plastic and put it onto your cutting board. So you want to take your base and put it on your cutting board. Giving everybody time, make sure everybody has their supplies. Once you have your supplies, if you give me a thumbs up, I'll know that you are ready. I got, okay, Leah, Carrie, Thomas. I saw that. Hey, Thomas. All right.
That's my second.
It was perfect. I'm going to remember that. Every time I think of you, I'm going to think of that. All right, let's see. Brianna and all right. I got, that's, I probably lose to you at thumb war. Oh, yeah, definitely. You beat me every time. Elisa, Maxine, yep, I saw you. Okay, and then, let's see. Just waiting for a few more people to get their supplies.
Got it.
I think everybody's good. I have the full view. It looks like everybody's good, right, everybody?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, so the next one. So this is time to set up, but as you're gathering your supplies, you did. So making sure you're in a large counter space or a table. That's where I am. I like to
Paper, Steve.
You don't have to use parchment paper. You could actually do it on the table surface. Parchment paper just makes it easier to clean up if anything spills.
Yeah, the surface is kind of, no.
Oh, then yeah. So you can just lay the parchment paper under your cutting board.
You have it or not?
If
I guess not. Oh, I saw it. All right, let's do it without the parchment paper now.
it's okay.
It's taking so long.
I get it, big one.
It's coming. We're holding up the clap.
No, it's okay.
Hey, Leah. So cut it on top of this. That's something wrong. Cut it? No. Not yet. You have to wait for it to stay. All right. I don't know how much to cut. Wait. We don't know how much to cut. Yeah, no. Are we cutting yet, Miss Whitney?
Now we're going to cut together.
Okay, hang on, Leah. We're going to cut together. Miss Whitney's almost there.
We're going to dive in.
I know.
All right.
So here.
I'm excited too. Everybody's good? All right. All right, I was going to do... So after that, we have our dance break. You guys ready?
Ready?
We got to warm up.
You got to warm up. Some people look at me kind of like, it's a long day and I want to take a nap. No naps. Soaping time. Everybody, ready?
All right, quick dancing.
Quick dancing.
Let me see you dance, Leah.
We're gonna funky, funky, funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Right now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work.
It's time to go to work. So it's time for us to come back, and it's time for us to actually make this double. Everybody, work your way back to your soap making stations, because it's time to go to work.
And go sit.
All right.
Alright, so for this part, I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen. Oh, hello. Okay, now I just need to. Can you all see me?
You're not cooperating.
Yes, perfect. Alright, so from seeing my face to seeing my
Stand in there waiting
station.
for the next instruction.
So I'm going to tilt you down.
And listen.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know, it's like, whoa. It's a close-up. Alright, so my soap making station looks like this. I have extra pieces around as well. Alright, so this is my soap making station. So my base, I have it here, and I have a bowl right next to me. So what you're going to do is the very first step, and you're going to use your cutter, or if you don't have a cutter, you're going to use a knife. So if you have an actual cutter, I see some of you already picked it up, you're holding it from the top. You're going to put it on top of your soap base, and you're going to use both hands. Oops, sorry. You're going to use both hands as you hold it at the top, and you're going to push straight down. So if you have a large piece where it has the squares, I would say to cut about half. And if you want to make the whole thing, then you're just going to be following along the lines. So if you have a kit, you're going to actually take your base and you're going to follow along the lines that are on the soap base. Actually, this is what we use.
And that means listening.
It's a little different with the kit. So with the kit, if you're using a regular knife, I'm not sure. So there's different bases have different consistencies. So if you're using a knife, I would hold the handle in one hand, and to make sure your fingers are safe, see where my hand is? At the top, you push down on the top of it, and you push straight through. The goal is that you're going to be making little cubes. So you're going to cut into it, and then you're going to make
That's good. I want you to
cubes.
come in here too.
Or try to.
Are you gonna
Just
look at
squares.
do some?
So Miss Whitney, we cut up all the squares.
Yeah.
If Leah wants to make the whole thing, then she's just going to cut her entire piece into small squares, right?
Yeah, he's going to cut the whole thing up.
Over here then.
All right, Leah, you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, so just cut all those little squares on the line. And then if she puts them all in one bowl, then that means it's all going to be 1 cent.
Yes, it would be 1 set.
So if you want different cents, ours comes with like 3 cents. We could do 3 different bowls if we want to, right?
Yeah. If yours has multiple sets, then you separate it into different bowls.
Does anybody have any question during this part? This was a little confusing for us in the first time.
How much of those squares or
I don't think I have a problem cutting.
Okay, that's good, Thomas. Wait, there was a question. How many of the squares what?
how many of these little squares go into a 2 cup?
fits into the bowl.
Okay.
I would just go with as many that fit in the bowl. Just make sure it doesn't go over the top.
Okay, so just take these and put them in the bowl.
Okay.
Give me some baby.
So as you're going through, you're just going to keep checking.
Give me good now.
Look what you're doing. Lexy, you do that.
Okay, now.
Wash your hands.
You take good now.
As you're cutting them, you can start placing them into your bowl.
Okay, now.
Nice cutting, Sebastian. You're doing a great job over there.
You're doing a great job.
Good job, Lexy. Jessica, I see you guys cutting. Nice job.
Okay. Want me to go
Julian's got my favorite color of gloves on.
Purple. Oh, nice.
Whitney, I have a question.
Have an answer.
I was not paying attention. Someone asked a question about mixing the scents, and I didn't know the answer. So, are we putting the scents in the holder, or is it going in the?
Give me some baby.
So after you melt the base, that's when you add in the scents, if your kit came with a dye or any powders or anything like that to add in, you do it after you melt the base.
Okay, so we can put the scent.
I don't know because I don't know.
Bowl,
Maybe it's in the can.
or does it go in the bowl or the measuring cup?
It will go into the bowl or measuring cup after you melt the base.
Okay.
So that means everything is going to be the same scent, unless we use more than one bowl.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we have 4 cents, so we actually put 4 bowls to divide our big brick.
Okay.
I'm listening to a class.
If we're going to do it a different way, it's not guaranteed it would disperse evenly through your soap bar. If you were to just drop it into the mold, it might be focused in one spot.
You need 3 bowls, 1 for each set.
Yes, that's the best thing to do.
And does it have to be a measuring cup? Can it be just a normal bowl?
It could be a normal bowl as long as the bowl is safe to go in the microwave.
Okay. You need another bowl. Can you put bowls and put them in that bowl? This? Yeah.
No.
Yes?
Yeah.
That looks good, Thomas. I love your view. I can see you cutting perfectly. You're like a teacher's assistant.
Yes. So, you and Lisa, where's your little cubes are in the?
Nice.
This is like cutting cheese.
It is like cutting hard cheese, isn't it? That's a great analogy. Just don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
Like you're trying to eat Play-Doh and then, I'm going to eat it because it's Nelson Aroma. But don't eat it. It could be poisonous.
Not sweet. Leah, did you cut yours and put it in your bowl? Yes, I did. Nice job.
Thermometer and other things.
So after you cut it, you add the scent.
No, after you cut it, we're gonna have to melt it first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to wait. When everybody has finished cutting the portion that they're going to use, give me a thumbs up.
Push your thumbs up.
Good job, Lexy.
Up. Perfect, Thomas.
Thank you, Whitney.
That helps me sleep.
Nice job waiting, Leah. Some people have more soap to cut, so we'll get to the next step soon.
Yay.
That's good for my hair.
Hold on. I need to wash my hands.
Yeah. As you're cutting, you might get soap on your hands. And
Not me.
feel kind of funny. So if you would like to take this moment to go wash your hands, that is okay. Feel comfortable, go wash your hands.
I guess soap isn't the worst thing on your hands, huh?
No. But it does still feel funny.
Well, this is a good thing, especially now.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing to have. This one feels clean.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I was just a little lost track of time.
She did.
Oh, no, you're good. Got a thumbs up? Thank you. I got you.
All right, thank you.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Perfect.
I don't know. Can we put the knives away?
Yes, you can. So once you're finished cutting, if you would like to put some of the knives away, you can actually put that away. All right. Looks like everybody is good. All right, here we go. All right, so if you were by your microwave already, that's perfect. Here are the things that you're going to need to take with you as you go to your microwave. I have to transition from my table to my microwave. So you're going to take your bowl or whatever you have that has your soap in it and your spatula. You need the food.
This is
Okay.
All right, so from here, let's go to the microwave. I'm going to have to pick you up, so I'm sorry if it's a rocky trip. You know, I'll try to keep it safe. Oh, just kidding. Like a roller coaster. Whoop, up and down. Just kidding. All right.
Okay, she can't count me.
All right, so here we are. We're now at the microwave. Can you all see me still?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Now you're at the microwave. What you're going to do is you're going to put your container inside the microwave.
Open the microwave.
Perfect. Okay. So this part is really crucial. You're going to do it in 30-second increments. So you're going to press 30.
Close it.
Make sure it says 30. The first time I did it, I accidentally hit the 0 twice, and I put it in for 3 minutes.
Okay, you're
So
gonna
make
hit
sure it
the button
says
first.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30
Perfect.
seconds.
And then hit start. So, now, yes?
Does it matter how much you have in there?
We all
30?
It all goes at 30, and the reason it all goes at 30 is because it'll melt it slowly. So after 30 seconds, what we're going to do is we'll be able to pull it out and see if it's liquid or not. So if you do it 30 seconds, it avoids having to worry about your voltage on your microwave and how much each person has. Because I know everybody has different amounts. So it's kind of our safeguard. So when you pull it out, like you can see mine, it's a
Ready yet? So close it and put it in another.
yeah, see, mine's still kind of thick. So if you see thick. Okay, so if yours is still a little bit thick, then you're going to have to put it back in. No, it should be lump-free. So if it's liquid pieces, you want to put it back in for another 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Then I forgot, are we supposed to be stirring yet or just 30 seconds?
If yours is still really lumpy like mine was, then you can put it back in for another 30 seconds. If it's mostly
That's the one
liquid,
more.
you can stir.
But, okay, that's what I was saying.
Mine was mostly
30 seconds.
like really, really lumpy.
Is it mostly liquid? Stir it.
Okay, so yeah, so like mine, if it's mostly liquid, you want to stir it. You want to stir it. Yeah, it's really, really hot. Yeah,
Okay.
it's hot. So if you have it in a cup, make sure you're grabbing it by the handle. If you have it in a bowl, if your bowl isn't a material that is heat resistant on the outside, you might have to use a mitt just in case. I want to make sure your hands are good. So that's why handles are good.
All right.
Lexy, you do good enough.
Does this look go right to you? I think I might have put a little bit too much time on my hands.
No, that's actually perfect. So when you pull it out, if it's mostly liquid, you can actually stir it the second time around. Stir, stir, stir. If you still have, I guess, right? Yeah, all together would end up being 60 if you need it. And then right now, everybody should be stirring. Part of the stirring is to make sure it is cooling down just a little bit. And if you have little chunks in there, it helps those little chunks to melt. You just want to stir those. So what you could do is if you want, you can show me what yours looks like. You can either show it to me this way, like the bottom, that way I can see it. If you're stirring,
Okay, so hold it up.
perfect, perfect. Wiggle, swing, swing. Perfect. Awesome, 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 awesome.
Okay, put it down.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna.
Get ready for the next step, Phil.
Yep. What's the next step?
Spatula.
Go into the next step, Leah.
Alright, I'm coming back to this.
Each needs the spatula.
There's conflict.
Yes, this is this part where you would need the spatula.
She needs the spatula. We'll get the
Knock
spatula.
the code down.
Listen.
Bachelor. Yeah.
Okay, so start just a little bit more. So this allows it to cool down just a little bit. And the purpose that you want it to be fully liquid, but you want it to cool down, is so that when you pour in, let's say you had an essential oil or whatever ingredients you're adding in, you want it to remain, you want the scent to last a long time, as well as you want it to keep each ingredient to keep original properties.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just stirring it just a little bit. All right. So before it starts to get solid on us again, we're gonna start adding in our ingredients. Okay. So if you have your kit, some kits come with different things. So they should all come with a fragrance. Some kits come with dyes, or I'm not sure. Or, yeah, there you go. So there's certain things that you could add inside. So if you have let's say, for me, I have oatmeal,
Okay, let's see.
or I have black Himalayan salt. I like to put that on top. And essential oils.
I'm wondering what this was. It's Himalayan salt.
It's black Himalayan salt. All right, so we're gonna start adding in our ingredients because if we wait too long, we're gonna end up with a solid
How
brick.
much do you add in?
Hey, does vanilla oil count?
Yes, it does.
How much?
Alright, just let me get a little extra ingredient.
No.
How much is
It's
the
soap
scent?
now?
So that's personal preference. I would say add a few drops in. So for me, this one's, I have this one that's called strawberry blueberry smoothie. If you have a dropper, like one of these,
You mix that too.
you just want to add a few drops in, and a few drops is 5 to 10. If you really like the scent and you want to add more, you can do that as well. It doesn't hurt to have extra.
Okay.
I add more scent, you said.
You can add more. It doesn't hurt.
Miss Whitney, my soap is hardening.
Yes.
Do we put it back in the microwave or put it in the mold?
If your soap is hardening and you want to add more ingredients, then you just put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds.
Okay.
If you have it exactly how you want it, you can start pouring it.
Okay.
So it's kind of personal preference. For me, I'm going to add some oatmeal in mine. I'm going to get a little fancy.
Jessica.
Have fun.
And a
It's,
paper.
it's okay. Yeah. I see your face.
Oh,
You're
my
funny. Whatever you're doing, it's your creation. Okay? I trust you.
Perfect.
Because it's going to be a dope soap.
I'm glad we love the smell of lavender.
Did you dump the whole thing in?
Maybe. We might have a little derailing over here as well.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I added a
Okay.
little vanilla thanks to the help of my father.
Good. All right. Cool. It's gonna be exciting coming. So the whole idea is this is our first class. So it's just an intro to get you the basic steps. So that way the next time we do it, you can add in some extras and you can have more fun with it. Hopefully in time we can actually do these in person. That's the goal. Yeah, I would love to do that with you all. So that would be awesome. Okay, so if you have the Himalayan salt,
Let me just get some for them.
okay, it's Himalayan salt. It's extremely coarse. Do not dump the whole thing inside.
We don't have Himalayan salt.
No, it's okay. I know some. No. Some people they're dealing with Himalayan salt. No, don't dump it all inside. If you use that on your body, you might not like me after. So I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay.
So what's going to happen? Smile. Okay, so go ahead. All right, if your soap is starting to harden and you're like, I'm already ready to like pour it, you can actually pour it into your mold. Okay, good. So if you have your oil added in, your scent, if you wanted to add in some dyes, whatever's in your kit, it might be a little different, but this is your time to add in your ingredients from your kit.
Right.
So it's time. You can actually start pouring it into your mold if you are ready.
Right. Like this, right?
Ice cubes.
It's actually okay. You can make scents. What it will do is it will create like a whole new scent for you. It's actually pretty cool. Sometimes it's better than like the original. Sometimes. And then sometimes you might, be like, I don't know if I like that one. But it's okay. Some of my favorite soaps I've made thus far are by accidental mixing. So, it is okay. Oops.
Maybe you think ours is still too high.
If you think yours is still too hot,
Yeah, we want to melt the mold.
the molds, if you have is yours silicone or plastic?
It's plastic.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to keep stirring it, and the purpose for keep stirring it is to allow it to cool down. It does help it cool down.
Okay.
All right.
So if yours is like too hot as you're doing it, then you're fine. Then you keep stirring. If you have a silicone mold, you're fine. The molds are silicone molds are the same as like what you would put in the oven to bake with. So it's the same material that way. That is one of the differences between the mold types. So if you have silicone, it can you're if you have extra, I kind of overestimated with mine as well. I thought I had counted this out just perfect. If you have extra, for me, I rolled mine up into a ball within my within my cup, and I actually now have a ball of soap. So you can actually later on, if you want to, once your mold is the soaps in your mold are solid and you pop them out, you can remelt this. Remember in 30-second increments, and then pour it later.
So I'm gonna make this third one into some kind of big old soap bar.
I think that's the cool part. That's where you start having fun. You make big soap bars. You have cool shapes. Like so I did a soap class the other day, and here's an example of one that we did. So it's like a clover, and that's like hints of the Himalayan salt went through. It's actually really, really cool. So you guys are gonna have different soaps, and I'm really excited. It's gonna take a while for it to set.
This one, rose micro coloring.
Yeah. So if you have powders, so there's two ways you can dye your soap: either a liquid dye or like mica. So if you do the mica, you're gonna pour it in a little bit at a time as you stir it to determine how bright or rich you want the color to be. So if you want a bit of it, like a pinker color, you're gonna pour a little bit less.
All right.
Leah, how does it look?
Time.
Yeah, good job.
Not a bad job for the first time, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Yeah.
Very good, Thomas. Jillian had to put her hand up for a question.
Yes, Julian, go ahead. Unmute.
If you use food coloring, will it dye your hands?
My hands.
No. It can't be toxic anyway, though. It's not toxic. I don't know if it dyes your hands. I haven't used food coloring in a very long time. But I feel like if it dyes your hands, you can wash it off.
Oh, nice.
We'll let you know.
Please do, because I'm excited to find out.
But I guess if you wanted a different colored soap, like if I want a purple color soap, how do you get purple color?
So there's different ways. You can either, like, let's say you actually have purple liquid dye, you just pour it in, or using, like, Art Skills red and blue dyes, or you could buy a purple powder. whatever's best for the skin, you know. It's some people might be.
It depends. Like if you have certain allergies, then there's certain ways to do it differently. So it just really depends. But this is your creation. So this is the part where you actually are just like, oh. So if you are, I think I waited too. Oh man, mine's rubbery. So yeah, see, so with liquid soap, the joy of it is instead of when you do it from scratch, just mixing lye and the chemicals, that process takes days. Literally, it takes days. This process takes, 4 to 8 hours, depending on how much soap you make at a time in your mold. If you want to cheat the system, which I've been known to do when I'm really impatient, if you wait until it gets a little firm, I won't lie, I put it in the freezer. Like when I have a mold, I put it in the freezer. It just makes it get solid faster. Or you can put it in the fridge. Because I get excited and I want to see what it looks like. But once you do it, you get to leave it there. So Thomas, you showed us. Can you show me yours again? And if you don't mind, can I take a picture?
I don't mind at all, Whitney. Here.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me grab my phone because that was super cool.
All right.
Thank you. I got it. Thank you. I see Angela. Oh yeah, unicorn sauce. I reached unicorn sauce.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right. Does anybody else? Julia, go ahead. You want to show yours?
Mine didn't dry my hands.
Yes. Perfect.
Wow.
That is good to know. All right, let's see. I see some still pouring, mixing. All right.
The perfect scent of honey, vanilla, lavender, and oatmeal.
As long as you like the smell. That's the biggest thing about soap, is enjoying the smell.
Who's taking it?
Leah, which scents did you pick? I picked the
Who's
rose
taking
smell.
it, Lexy?
Rose.
Perfect.
Mine is in the shape of a rose.
Awesome.
Very cool.
All right, so we have rose shapes. And you're pouring yours now. All right, what other shapes are there? Does anybody else? Elise, you're muted.
Flowers.
I got flowers there, Julia. I just put mine in the freezer. See? I'm just saying. It was like a purple square and it had like a little flower on the bottom. Perfect. Yeah. You give it about an hour. Okay, freezer. Pop it out. All right. Leah, you said you have flowers?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait to see those. Angela with the unicorns.
There. Made myself into a ball.
You made yourself a scuba ball. What?
Oh. Hang on. You have to excuse me again.
Okay. It's like, where'd you go?
Jess, let's see yours.
Yes, please.
Lexy, let's see your soap.
Okay, 1
Here.
second.
Tell us, what scents did you do and what shape were they in?
It's flowered.
A flower.
Thomas, Lexi's telling us about theirs.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Jessica say use lavender.
I just made another soap bar, but this time I molded this third one into the monkey's fist.
So go ahead, Jessica.
Lexi, say it again.
Jessica say we use lavender.
We use lavender.
Lavender.
Let me sleep.
It's a sleeve, you said?
Yeah. I'm tired.
It is.
That's because I make pillow sprays. Come on.
Oh.
I love lavender pillow sprays. Like right when I'm ready to go to bed.
I need
Yeah,
Light.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yes. Right, all right. Hey, I just realized, Aubrey, I can't see you. Hey!
Get my phone back, Mom?
Oh, yours are so cool looking. How'd you get those colors? I love them. They're the molds. Oh, I thought the for that color. Oh, I see.
Said no Jennifer.
And then I use essential oil, so I have a lemongrass and eucalyptus and a lavender orange.
Oh my goodness. I put lemongrass in almost every soap I make. And then I had to slow down on that because not everybody likes lemongrass. I found that out the hard way.
Yes. Love lemongrass.
I love it.
You're gonna run.
Yes, you don't. Hey,
Let's.
can we hold them all up so we can take a picture? Wait, what? Is everybody ready now? Maxine, did you get to 4 years yet, or is it still cooling down?
I don't put it in my hand.
Awesome. What pattern was yours? Oh, you got squares and circles. Awesome. Right, everybody, ready? Wait, Mary, are you ready? We used orange. And ready for what? It came with oatmeal powder. Oh, cool. Oatmeal in there. You got some oatmeal? I got oatmeal. Oh wait, I'm holding the wrong one. Did you pour yours already?
Give that to recycle.
Say? Did you pour your soap yet? We did. Oh, so what scent did you use? What does yours look like?
I'm gonna throw it to recycle.
Peppermint,
Oh.
vanilla, and lavender.
Awesome. All right. So that's actually the end part, because after that, all you really have to do is let them sit to get hard, and you'll be able to tell when they're hard because when you touch it, like mine, I'm gonna mess mine up, but I want to show you what I mean. So, when you go to squeeze it, if you squeeze it and it feels soft, like you see that, like mine, I'm able to like dish it. If you can do that, it's not ready. I mean, just do a little soft one, but when your soap is hard, you see how I can't change the mold? It's still keeping the heart shape. That's how you know it's ready because it's hard. Okay? So,
No rubbery.
right. If it's still rubbery, it's not ready. So what you can do, because I would love if we could take a picture together. So if you could, if yours is really too hot to lift up, then you can tilt your camera down just a bit and lean with it. But if you can get it just right in there, I would love if we could all take a picture together. Leah, come up to the camera with your soap so that we can take a picture together. Yes, please, Leah. You too. Wait, where did Mary go? Up to the fridge. Mary, come back. What did you say, Leah? It's in the fridge? Yes. Do you want to go get it so we can take a picture real quick? No. Okay, you want to get in the picture and then we could just have you in the picture? Yeah. Okay. That is even better. Let's see your pretty face. You gotta go down a little bit. There she is. Alright, I can see everybody. Wait, Aubrey, can you turn your camera on, please?
Me?
Aubrey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? There.
Look in the
Another one. Another two. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
No.
Cool. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so much fun, Miss Wendy. Thank you. Thank you. You had a great time. Oh, good to see you, Thomas. Could you could share what you liked before you leave. I like.
What did you like?
I actually enjoy doing it with everyone. I mean, this is actually the first time I actually done a sew class making machine. I mean, flavor, I enjoy the texture and chopping off the little soap bars. And the most important is the ingredients.
You tell her what you
You
like.
can't find any of them. Or you can just find whatever you like. I mean, vanilla, oatmeal, lavender, mint cloves.
Yeah. Actually, you gotta just dry them out, and then you could actually add mint cloves into your soup.
Mine is hard.
Okay. Alisa, what did you like the best?
Mine is hard.
I like smelling the essential oils. I don't know why. I really like smelling essential oils.
So now we
Yes,
have
of
one.
course. Very
We'll do
nice.
this again on our own.
Lexy?
What did you like? Oh,
Because I enjoy the class.
Thank you, Lex.
Jess, what did you like?
Good.
This too.
You like the soap? Okay.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Your sentence.
I like this too.
Enjoyed having you. Yeah.
Whitney, you're amazing. Thank you so much. This was awesome. I loved it.
Thank you. I enjoyed my Friday night with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Made my day.
Hi, Maxine. What did you enjoy?
Meeting new people online, like the new way of life, right? And spending Friday night time with my daughter, which we haven't done in ages.
Hey, that's
I
good.
also just love wild orange, everything wild orange. So now we have matching wild orange soap.
Awesome. Now that I know that, I have to keep that in mind. And Mary McKay. Oh, wait. Mary, what happened? Why? Oh, she's holding her head. Oh, gosh. It was like everybody was happy, and I'm like, wait, what happened? No, you'll be happy again. Smell soap.
Yeah.
Oh, you got little drips of soap off the table. Oh,
I love you, Angela.
here's a little trick. When if you wait for it to harden, if you just wet a sponge, and just wipe it, it literally will clean it off. I do that. When I get it on the floor, I use that as my reason to mop.
How about the bowl?
Like I walk melted it in. Oh, so thank you. I forgot that. The bowl you melted it in, the easiest way to clean it. Hey, I know that guy. I know. If you pour water in it and you let it sit for a while, it actually becomes like
Liquid?
gelatin, gelatin, and then you can actually just
Smell the lavender.
put it in the trash. But you can reuse. You just wash it out. But I let it sit with water in it first, and it makes it way easier to clean.
What kind of water should I use? Cold or hot?
Hot.
Warm tap water.
All right, thanks.
Good question.
Good question, Thomas.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to throw these away.
Mine is hot.
You know, you can put everything right there in the sink with some warm water. You can reuse it again and again.
For our next soap class, right? Next soap class. Next soap class. Do it again.
Angela, come on, everybody. Does everyone agree with Angela?
Next week. Just kidding.
I was like, wait,
We on a weekly. We'll do it weekly.
we can't do it next week.
I love you, Angela.
Lexy.
Oh, that's right. Brianne's class is next week.
That's me, Lexy.
Yeah, I signed up. I have my makeup kit right behind this wall.
Yeah, so a little plug. If you haven't joined us for makeup, go on to Unicorn Children's Foundation.
Awesome.
We have a free makeup class next Friday.
It's going to be awesome.
And Thomas, I know makeup isn't usually for guys, but we're doing a Halloween themed makeup. So there you go.
I'm just up with Dyson.
I don't know. Will I look young like Brianne after if I do her class?
Oh,
Yes.
sign up.
Okay, cool. I'll look like that when we're done. You're gonna look 20 years younger. Yes. See, I'm there. Look, I already got you somebody new. Look, sign up. That's it. Sold. I'll teach you all the tricks.
So now.
All right, so we'll see you guys next Friday for makeup.
Bye, Angela.
I want. See you later, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Whitney.
Say bye, Carrie. Okay, goodbye.
What can I do? I did.
Nice job. Yeah.